Welcome to Downtown with Patrick Brown. I'm your host, Patrick Allen Brown. Thank you so much for tuning in to our third episode. And what an episode we have for you. I'm so excited about this episode because we have a new editing software which has already proven to be so much better than the last one. I'm also excited about this episode because I sit down with one of my favorite people, Jane Elizabeth. We talk fashion. She's our fashion expert here at Downtown with Patrick Brown, and she tells us what is fashionable. Because as most of you can tell, I have the fashion style of an old man. As a matter of fact, I stole my style from Larry King. I got the suspenders and the glasses and the whole 9 yards. So Jane sits with us and tells us what is hip and popular in today's society. Moreover, I also sit down with a staple of the local art community, Loki Miller. He's such a nice guy and so much fun to talk with. Now, if that wasn't enough, I also showcase some of the art that is showcased in downtown Chico. Now, that already sounds like a lot right there. But wait, there's more. The music that you'll be hearing throughout this episode was made by yours truly. It's nothing spectacular, and I won't win a Grammy for it, but it's something that I made, and I hope you enjoy it. Now, there's more. Believe it or not, there's more. We are also introducing 2 new segments in this episode. The first is street interviews, where I go out and I talk to people on the street and ask them questions. The second is called the online conversation, where I get to hear from you, the viewers. In this episode, we went on to the students of Butte College and asked them where they got their fashion style. That question has also been posted on our Twitter account. If you're not following us on Twitter, please do so, at DTW Patrick Brown. We have 2 questions on Twitter for you. The first is in relationship to the street interview. Where did you get your fashion style? I want to hear from you. The second question on Twitter is, why is art so important? Now, both of these questions are in relationship to street interviews. The first one to this street interview that you'll see later on in this episode. The second question is in relationship to next week's street interview, where I'll go and I'll ask people why art is important to them. Now, you can answer one or both or all of the above on our Twitter account. Just use the hashtag fashion for the first question, why is fashion, or how did you come up with your fashion style, and hashtag art for the second question, why is art important to you? I'm really excited about this episode. It's jam-packed with great stuff. I'm so excited about all the guests that I've had on the show and about the 2 new segments. And I hope you follow us on Twitter. And once again, at DTW Patrick Brown. Up next, we will have the street interview. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. And like I mentioned in the opening, we have a new segment on our show called Street Interviews. So without much further ado, Street Interviews.
My fashion choices are just throw on whatever comes in my hands.
I basically just wake up in the morning, and if I find something to wear, that's what I wear, and if it doesn't match, I honestly don't really care because fashion isn't about matching, it's about wearing whatever the hell you want.
I don't know, I just do it.
I just wear stuff. I don't know.
Okay, so the way that I choose my fashion style is just whatever I like, whatever I see. I like to buy that and just try out what connects with different things. I like to go on like Pinterest and Tumblr and see what kind of fashions other people are wearing, and if I like those, I try them out.
Really inspired by 1950s and 1940s, really vintage kind of looks. So when I go to stores, I look for stuff like that.
Welcome back to Downtown with Patrick Brown. Thank you so much to the students of Butte College. And up next, one of my favorite people, Jane Elizabeth, the fashion expert. Here's Jane. Welcome back to Downtown with Patrick Brown. We're sitting here with Jane Elizabeth. Jane, thank you so much for being our fashion expert on Downtown with Patrick Brown. I'm super excited to have you on the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Alright, so I'm a little out of touch because I dress like an old man. I have the old man style with the suspenders and everything. I walk around Butte College campus and I can't help but wonder what people are thinking when they get dressed in the morning. Could you try to enlighten us as to why these people dress the way they do?
You know, it's funny. There's a name for the way these people dress, and I kid you not, it is college student chic. It's whatever you can do, style-wise, personal flair-wise, adding your own sense of, self to the jeans and sweatshirt combo. And sometimes they're successful, and sometimes they're just not.
Well, as a college student yourself and a female, does the college chic work for you?
You know, honestly, I participate quite frequently in it, but there's always little things you can do to help. Like if you have a favorite necklace, like a favorite pair of earrings, like for girls, whatever, just do that. And then if you're gonna choose sweatshirt and jeans, maybe choose, nicer, your good jeans, some flats, and a sweater instead of the hoodie. Just do something a little bit different, just to give it a polished look, and it pulls the whole thing together just as comfortable, just as easy.
And so for the men out there, my men viewers, what is some of the fashion advice you can give them so that they look a little bit better to the female perspective?
Actually, I just wanted to tell all the guys out there, you guys are doing a great job so far, because one trend that I noticed has gone way down is the underwear showing. That I don't see nearly as much of that anymore, and women can't stand it. It's terrible. Also, just make sure that whatever you're wearing, we really don't care, just as long as it is clean enough to smell not like it came out of a dumpster. I don't actually know how many men on the college campus know how to do laundry. I would say,
I'm guessing not that many.
Yeah, 5%.
Maybe less than that.
So my main advice actually is you can wear band t-shirts, you can wear, shorts, you can wear jeans or whatever, just learn how to do laundry, and that's legitimate fashion advice.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us, and we're going to have you come on more and more to talk about fashion. I think this will be a fun little segment. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Welcome back to Downtown with Patrick Brown. Thank you so much to Jane Elizabeth for sitting down and talking with us. She's so much fun. I love that woman. Up next, I will be showing you some of the art in downtown Chico. Here it is. Welcome back to Downtown with Patrick Brown. Some of that artwork and the sculptures in downtown Chico is just beautiful. Up next, we sit down with a staple of the art community, Loki Miller. Welcome to Downtown with Patrick Brown. We're sitting here with Loki Miller. Loki, how you doing?
Good, man. Thank you.
So, you are pretty much a staple of the art community down here in Chico and the surrounding areas, is that right?
Yeah.
Safe to assume that that's what you do. You're in 3 bands right now. Go ahead and tell us about the 3 bands you're currently playing in.
Well, I have my main working group right now is called All Fired Up, which is a cover band. And we just got back from Blue Lake last weekend, which was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And I have a group called Black Fawn, which is a funk band. Which has a show tonight over at the Maltese, and that band is a lot of fun. I play with Danny Cohen, very good songwriter, and I have my group, which is called The Entertainment.
How did you get into this whole theater world?
Through my father, who, I grew up, he was everywhere. I mean, that's just what we did. It was all that my father was doing, so it was all that my brother and I were around. I did my first show when I was about 6 because my dad needed some kids for a little spot to play.
Nice.
And,
One last time, your show tonight is at the...
That's the Maltese.
Alright, and what's the name of that band again?
That's called Black Fawn.
And that's your punk band?
That's correct, yeah.
Alright, so check them out tonight, the Maltese, Black Fawn. Thank you so much again for your time.
Oh, absolutely.
Simple, easy, painless.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Welcome back to Downtown with Patrick Brown. Thank you so much to all of our guests and to you, the viewers at home. And remember, if you want to be a part of our online conversation, follow us on Twitter at DTWPatrickBrown and use the hashtag fashion when answering the question, how did you come up with your fashion stuff? And the hashtag art when answering the question, why is art important to you? Thank you so much. And have a good night. And remember, stay awesome. In the theater world, you're taking over for stage show. You're subbing in.
Right. So Fever on the Ridge, Rice.
Yeah, no, I mean, it has to be like just loving the rush and the view.
Director.
Inspired by 1950.
Okay, go ahead now.
I'm really inspired.
Enlightened. So I'm really excited about that. And that interview will be coming up shortly. As you all know, I wanted to Welcome to Downtown with Patrick Brown. I am your host, Patrick Allen Brown. Thank you so much for tuning in to our third, I'm not even looking at the camera for today. Welcome back to the show, and without much further ado, street interview. No, that's not how I want it. Welcome back to Downtown with Patrick Brown. Thank you so much to all my guests, and thank you to tuning in. Welcome to Downtown with Patrick Brown. I'm your host, Patrick Allen Brown. I thank you so much for tuning in to our third episode, and what an episode we have for you. Let me try that again.